So apparently Sneako sparred Jake Paul as well on Aiden Ross's stream. We did a video on that, probably on this channel. I'm not sure where it's gonna live, but apparently Sneako actually did pretty well here, and a lot of people were asking me to take a look at this, so let's take a look. Okay, Sneako has now been tagged in. Already, Sneako's 5 million times better. Already. Already with the level change jab, already with the feints. Sneako's better. I love this. And we've been talking about it on the breakdown. Look at that. Level change, gets underneath Jake's lead hand, and Jake's like, oh shit, okay, this guy's got some skills. I still think Sneako could be a pretty dangerous guy should he continue training. Trying to find the sweet spot on volume, guys. Again, I like the double jab. There's going to be a lot of me pausing and not for the AO reasons here. This is good, right? Feints, head movement, level change. Staying out of range. He is the longer guy here, I think. Pause in between him and Jake. And he's trying to get there. Jake's a little bit more experienced, keeps his distance, but this isn't bad from Sneako. Shoulder high over his chin. Okay, okay. Double jab. I would rather Sneako have headgear on if he's going to come out this aggressive, because here's what's going to happen, by the way. If Sneako comes out, and what I'm assuming is going to happen here, where he said to Aiden, you can punch me in the face. If Sneako does that with the skill level he already possesses, which is, again, not the most, but enough to be competent here, and I'm pretty sure he's already landed a quick little jab, Jake's gonna match his energy. Does that mean Jake's gonna go full out? I hope not. Like, I hope he doesn't try to kill Sneako, but if Sneako hits him, he has to be ready to get hit, and this is why I don't think that he should be doing this. Jake, I mean, because if Jake is doing this, he's gonna match energy, and it's gonna look bad if he hurts him, which is the whole point of the air rack video. But if Sneako thinks he's gonna be sweet, and he's gonna walk in there and tag Jake up, and Jake's not gonna answer him, he's probably wrong. Wait, okay, so Jake's already throwing upstairs. Already. So Sneako tries to walk in behind his jab. Jake reads it, short jab. And Sneako lands too, but again, I know what's gonna happen. The way they've already started, I know what's gonna happen. Okay, Sneako. Jake with the jab on the counter. Again, just Sneako overcommitting, right? A little overcommittal. Boom. Gotcha. Double jab's nice. Now, again, Sneako doing that is Jake letting him work, and I don't know if he realizes it. Right here. And all this, 1, 2, 3, where Jake is super leaned back and not looking to counter, and Sneako kind of just do what he wants. This is Jake allowing him to work. And again, I hope he realizes that, because again, if he is to land one of those shots or throw and Jake's not willing to let him work, he's going to get tagged. Like that. Because the head does not come off the center line. While he's trying to move into range, he does so behind the jab. That's good. The head stays on center. And all Jake has to do, boom, flick out the jab. It really should get him a mouthpiece. Especially if he's going to be this aggressive. He really should have a mouthpiece and headgear on. I like it, though. You know, I like Sneako going for it, but if he turns up, Jake will too. Like I said, Sneako's far and away better than Aiden. They're not even on the same planet. Oh, my God. That's what I'm talking about. Sneako just unaware of anything coming back at him. I think Jake just whizzes this punch, but Sneako has no idea. Has no idea. And this is, again, one of the first things that is the hard lesson in boxing is everybody wants to play offense. Defense is not natural, right? It's less natural than throwing punches to defend punches. So Sneako almost gets hit with a check hook, and he's like, what the fuck was that? Parry those. Yeah, I like the jab. Oh, man, if Jake wanted to. Right hand over the top if he wanted to. Yeah. Again, 2018, 19, 2020 Jake probably would have thrown that punch and legitimately knocked out Sneako. So I respect the restraint here so far. Oh, fuck. Fair play to Sneako. He keeps walking forward. Someone said overhand right. I hope they were talking to Sneako, because trying to get Jake to throw an overhand right now is crazy. And Jake lets him work, and then makes him pay if he continues to show the same patterns. Like, Jake could be hit here, but Sneako just has no bearings as to how to react. when things come forward, right? And even here, the right hand then jab upstairs, just completely unaware that that's a possibility of human interaction, right? And that's just the lack of training and repetition, really. Because offensively, Sneako is as far, look at that, like feint, jab downstairs. That's far longer in the game than, or at least better in the game than Aiden or anybody else that he's been hanging out with. So, like right now, Sneako looks, I would say, better than Yusuf does. No joke. He looks better right now than Fuzi too. And I know, because the only reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure he's like hanging out with him, or he was before Yusuf went to rehab. That's just a literal interpretation of what I'm seeing. In only a couple of months training, you could see who has an aptitude for the sport and who doesn't. Now you just have to implement the defense. You know what I mean? And I'm impressed. I like this. Like even that right hand, it's not the most crisp in the world, but it doesn't come out terribly. You know what I mean? Even that, not bad. Jake's just, you know, seen it before. Way left hook. And one of the things Sneako unknowingly doing too, though, circling toward that power hand of Jake's. Jake's not really letting him have it, but there's many opportunities for that. Underneath, and again, just lack of awareness, full committal. Boom. You saw those elbows immediately come back in, right? Oh, don't like that. But a good, hey. I said that one stung. I was going to say good poker face, but he had to admit that one hurt a little bit.
No, it didn't.
He said, no, it didn't. Yeah. Just comes with time, though. Jake snapping off the jab. Sneako would be a problem. Oh, wait. Backhand glued. At least have it there with a purpose. That lunge on the jab. Just a slappy hook, but he gets hit by it. It's tough. Again, he's in the same position that Aiden. Oy! Fuck, dude. I don't like that Sneako and Jake are doing this with no headgear on. Even if Jake does go 20% on this right hand, man. On the button. But here's the problem, though. Sneako isn't feeling the severity of that punch. So he's like, okay, I can take that, and keeps walking forward. And yeah, you're right. He probably has a little bit of dog in it. But this is, oh, solid jab. This is simulated to the level that Sneako is able to give Jake, which is what I said in the beginning of the video. If Jake just goes at the level Sneako's going, he'll get tagged with stuff, but it won't be too bad. Sneako isn't fighting a level of opponent right now, what Jake's giving him, that would actually hurt him, I hope. Hey man, that was actually a Jake left hook there. He threw that one. Little feinted jab. See, Jake's starting to get loose now. I don't know if something pissed him off, but now he's starting to get loose. He's bouncing on him. He's feinting on him. I don't like this. Oh. Again, it's just Sneako overcommitting on shots and not anticipating anything coming back. He gets his glove up a little bit there. Again, Jake's throwing it off his back foot. But that one, even Jake knows, okay, fuck, that was probably a little too hard. Again, I like that Jake's acknowledging that he can hit him with shots that can hurt him, but trying not to hurt him, and he maybe just threw that one a little too hard. This is growth, though, from Jake. Because, again, old Jake would have fucking put it on him and knocked him out, stepped over his body, and fucking teabagged him and been like, I'm the champ, bitch. Who's next? And then made a music video with him. Okay, Sneako. Double jab. I don't think Sneako is unathletic, guys. I think he is pretty decent athlete. Yeah, Jake's he's locked in a little more right now. See the feints, the level changes. Sneako keeps coming forward, man. Right hand. Hey, all that shuts it down real quick, man. Just a slight little jab return. Again, it's because Sneako continues to put his head on the center line and not move off at all. Oh, fuck. So Sneako gets a little aggressive here, right? With the double jab. Jake gets kind of caught off his back foot. He goes, all right, try that shit again. Phew, my lord. Whizzes a right hand just by Sneako's chin. Again, as he turns it up, Jake turns it up. This is proportional levels rising, which, again, I understand. Triple jab misses. He's like pissed. He's like, what the fuck? He's reaching with that jab. The feet aren't coming with him. He's confused as to why he's not landing it. Even here. Reaching with the jab, lunging with it. All Jake has to do here is move his upper body. Lunging with it again. On aim for his head, aim for his neck. Not bad advice. Jake showing some decent defense. Right hand to the body again. Jake staying to the body. I like that. Nice, sliding under the lead hand. Jake's just giving him a lesson here. Sneako tries the double punch, and Jake sliding out. That's nice. The way that Jake just looked at that clock, this is like the look like, okay, I'm going to give him a shot that actually hurts him. Because this is what he did to Aiden in the last little bit of their spar. He didn't really touch him to the body too much, and then he hit him with a nasty left hook. This look is like, yeah, he is about to get that work. He's looking at that clock like, how much time I got? Okay, cool. And someone said this in chat, Sneako has the right ideas. Yeah, listen, the ideas, or at least what Sneako is trying to do is somewhat right, you know what I mean? Following his jab with the right hand, doubling and tripling his jab, feints to open up the jab to the body and then upstairs. Even, he's chasing Jake a little bit, but even the wherewithal to keep pressing forward even when he's hit, right? It doesn't necessarily, it phases him for a second, and he's like, all right, shit, let me get back to it. But he doesn't like cower into the corner. He's still game and trying to switch on, you know what I'm saying? So I like this. And again, Sneako's being aggressive with Jake because Jake's allowing it, but also he's not as intimidated by Jake just being in the ring and throwing punches as a guy like Aiden was. These are all good signs for a beginner. Not protecting yourself, big fella. Not protecting yourself. There you go. Oh, fuck. That was what we call a receipt, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a good lesson for Sneako, but goddamn, did Jake have to throw that one. This was a receipt after all the work he let Sneako do without making him pay for it. He walked up to the register, Sneako did, and said, hey, I got all these items, and I'm just going to walk out with them now. I don't want to pay because in this simulation, you have not made me yet. And Jake said, nope. Putting my foot down this time. You're not stealing from this convenience store anymore. I see you with the freaking Mountain Dew Code Red in your hand. That's gonna cost you. Just walked in. Oh my goodness. Sneako, good for taking that one. Fair play for Sneako taking that one. That was the only shot that I would have been like, okay, we probably have seen enough here from Jake. But hey, Sneako took it, man. Let's see it one more time. And you can tell something he did here pissed Jake off enough to throw it. But you see that look here from Jake. This is like, yeah, I'm not playing. But W Jake, honestly, man, because a lot of people were like tagging me in this and be like, wait, why aren't you saying what you said about Jake years ago? Because Jake didn't try to fucking kill either of these guys when he absolutely did with Air Rack. That's why I'm not saying. If Jake would have walked in, thrown these two some gloves, and started throwing fucking uppercut left hooks and right hands, and then standing over them as they're bleeding on the canvas, then yeah, I would have been like, dude, this shit's not cool. I would have said it then, just like I would have said it now. This was a case of Jake growing as, I don't even know, a boxer, as a teacher, as someone that was in there to give a lesson, but also to give a reality check to people that don't spar and say, hey, this is where the danger zone is. This is what can happen to a smaller degree if you enter that without any kind of setups or without regard for defending yourself. I like this. Oh, Jake had a speech? Let me see.
What about him?
He was letting me work. I was going like a 3 on him.
Gotcha. Yeah, you were letting him hit and shit.
He's like athletic and he can take a punch and shit.
How long have you been actually been boxing for?
3 months.
3 months isn't bad.
Work on the most. Oh, you should go to the body more. Yeah. Because you were only going for the head. So literally, if you just are like, I'm gonna throw 50% of my punches to the body, it opens up the head. And a lot of people in this space, a lot of influencers, they don't work on the body shots.
Facts. Big fucking fact. Been saying this since the beginning of this shit, dude. Jake might as well get his fucking massage license because he's become a body worker, dog. People that work the body in this scene, the people that go to the body consistently are some of the best boxers in this scene. Look at the Dean, look at the Waleeds. Obviously, Jake is in that conversation. KSI has now started to go to the body more with his stuff in the Joe Fournier fight. Even Logan stabs at it here and there. The people that understand variety in punches, level changes, as Teddy Atlas says, putting water downstairs so they can go upstairs after. The flood will rise. Gib comes to mind as well. Gib works the body like crazy. Those guys are the most successful.
Because you were doing like a good 1, 2, 3. All I had to do was just go like this. You got it every time. But this is back here.
100%.
This is still here. So after the 3, go to the body. Yeah, so you go 1, 2. Just make it to the head. No, you don't even want to land it. You're showing it so that I'm here. And your body's close.
Fact. Big fact. So I like that, man. Like I said, Jake is the student becoming a teacher in this scenario. You see Jake teaching the younger guys, or I guess the younger guys in the scene, I should say, the rope. Whereas Jake from a couple of years ago would have tried to fucking kill these two. But question now is Sneako ready to step into the influencer boxing scene? I say yes. Maybe not in a main event, maybe not against a super experienced guy, but there's somebody out there that Sneako could fight right now. I think he'd be ready for, again, give him 3 rounds, let him work for the next 3-4 months. After the prime card is done, maybe January, maybe February, stick Sneako on a card. Why not? I think he'd do well. Aiden, please never ever box, unless again you just burn everything to the ground and start from the foundation up, because it might not be for you. But Sneako, potential, good athlete. I like to see him box. Comment section, let me know. What do you think of Sneako? What do you think of Jake's teaching methods here in this spar? And yes, whatever happens with Sneako, whatever happens with Jake, both guys don't have fights right now. Maybe in the future, I guess we'll find out.